Have you ever felt that persistent lump in your throat, thick mucus or phlegm that won't go away no matter what you do? You may have tried cough syrups, gargles, or even unusual teas, but you still struggle with that itchy, irritated feeling. It's frustrating, isn't it? But what if I told you there's a plant so effective that it can relieve this discomfort almost instantly? And no, we're not talking about an expensive pharmaceutical cocktail or a short-term quick fix. This is a powerful natural plant that you can easily grow in your own garden or in the herb department of your local store. In this video, I'll introduce you to 9 of the most effective herbs for clearing congestion. They'll soothe your throat irritation and even improve your breathing overall. Stay until the end, because that's when I'll reveal the most important herb of all, one that dissolves even the thickest mucus, clears the lungs, and relieves throat inflammation with astonishing speed. And most importantly, it works. If you're tired of living in constant traffic jams, a persistent cough, and an unpleasant tightness in your throat, don't miss a minute. Let's begin. The 9th, menthol. Have you ever deeply inhaled the fresh scent of mint and felt instant relief? The sensation of freshness comes from menthol, the main active component of mint. Menthol acts directly on the respiratory system, making breathing easier, especially if you already suffer from nasal congestion, sinus congestion, or a persistent cough. This is especially helpful if you have allergies, a cold, or the flu. Inhaling mint vapor can have a quick and noticeable effect. Imagine inhaling this fresh, soothing aroma when your throat is scratchy or there's a lot of mucus. Peppermint not only helps loosen mucus, but also provides a gentle cooling sensation that soothes inflamed tissue. Mucus buildup is often accompanied by redness and discomfort when swallowing, but a warm cup of peppermint tea can help loosen tense tissues and reduce inflammation. It's like a gentle spa treatment for the throat, very relaxing. One of peppermint's main properties is its expectorant action, meaning it helps liquefy mucus, turning those thick secretions into something more fluid and manageable. If you're one of those people who toss and turn at night due to mucus, try steaming 100 mint leaves and inhaling the steam before bed. You'll be surprised how quickly it can clear up whatever's blocking your airways. Furthermore, peppermint not only relieves discomfort, but also has properties. Antimicrobials fight bacteria and viruses, which are typically the cause of that irritating mucus buildup. So, instead of simply treating symptoms, peppermint goes straight to the root of the problem. As soon as you suspect you have the flu or are experiencing an itchy, stuffy nose, make a strong peppermint tea. You can also gargle with it, allowing the tea to come into direct contact with your throat. This dual action of inhalation and gargling can help you feel better quickly. 8th, huaco. Next on our list is huaco, a widely known medicinal herb for its impressive bronchodilator properties. Simply put, this means it helps open up your airways, allowing you to breathe more freely. Think about how important this can be during the flu, asthma attacks, or severe colds. When your lungs feel constricted or you struggle with the frustration of not being able to breathe deeply, huaco steps in to relieve that feeling of suffocation. This herb can also help the body remove mucus from the respiratory system. If you have phlegm or are constantly clearing your throat, huaco can loosen these secretions, providing almost immediate relief. Coumarin, its main active ingredient, is largely responsible for these benefits, as it combines anti-inflammatory and expectorant properties in a single product. Coumarin helps thin thick, stubborn mucus, making it easier to clear. Eliminating it prevents subsequent complications, such as secondary infections. It even relaxes congested bronchi, which is crucial during a severe respiratory crisis. You'll often find huaco in natural cough syrups, precisely because of its synergistic clearing and relaxing effects. If you're prone to allergies like rhinitis or sinusitis, or conditions that cause persistent mucus production, huaco may also be helpful. It has anti-allergy properties, making it easier to combat these recurring issues. Try drinking a huaca tincture at night. Many people find it relaxing and helpful for smoother, calmer breathing. It's very simple to prepare. Steep the leaves for a few minutes. Let them steep, then drink. For an even sweeter remedy, try mixing huaca with honey, which will also enhance its protective properties. 7th, chamomile. Chamomile is well known for its relaxing properties, but did you know it's also a great ally for respiratory health? Rich in anti-inflammatory compounds, chamomile combats throat irritation caused by excess mucus. If you have a dry, raspy cough or a sore throat, chamomile will provide gentle relief. It also has mild mucolytic properties that help thin thick mucus, making it easier to expel. Add to this its natural calming effect. Drinking a hot cup of chamomile tea provides a double benefit, clearing the airways and promoting relaxation. It's especially helpful before bed, right? Because better breathing often means better sleep. Furthermore, chamomile contains antioxidants like apigenin, which help boost the immune system. So, while relieving existing symptoms, you're strengthening your body to protect itself from future infections. If you're looking for a more targeted approach, you can gargle with chamomile tea or inhale its steam. And if you're feeling creative, combine chamomile with other herbs like rosemary or mallow to enhance its benefits. Rosemary may become a staple in your kitchen, but its benefits extend far beyond simply adding flavor to your favorite dish. Rich in cineol, rosemary naturally aids in the respiratory tract by clearing mucus from the lungs and throat. Its strong, invigorating aroma attests to its power. Rosemary also has antibacterial properties, which can help treat common respiratory ailments like bronchitis or persistent sore throats. Because rosemary is also anti-inflammatory, it can soothe inflamed tissues associated with persistent coughs or infections, allowing you to breathe and speak with less discomfort. Therefore, a strong rosemary infusion, either as a hot drink or gargle, can provide significant relief. Another benefit, the antioxidants in rosemary help the body fight free radicals, which can weaken the immune system. If you have a cold or flu, these antioxidants will be an added boost. To prepare it, boil a few sprigs of rosemary and let them steep. Strain and sweeten with a little honey or lemon, if preferred. This is a simple and straightforward way to take advantage of rosemary's cleansing properties. If you really want to focus on respiratory issues, try inhaling the steam. Fifth, Yanthan. Little known. Yanthan doesn't always get the praise it deserves, but it is very effective for maintaining respiratory health. With astringent and anti-inflammatory properties, Yanthan soothes throat irritation and helps loosen excess mucus. It also acts as a natural expectorant, which can be a great help for those who fear colds, allergies, or sinusitis flare-ups, which often lead to excess mucus. One of Yanthan's most interesting benefits is its preventative property. Its bioactive compounds coat the throat with a kind of shield, protecting it from other irritants like dust or air pollution. This is great news if you live in a busy city or an area with a lot of particulate matter. A simple infusion and daily gargle can keep your throat in tip-top condition. It also has a mild analgesic effect, perfect for relieving pain without the need for stronger medications. If you suffer from persistent dryness or itching, a hot infusion in a garret can be very helpful. It also pairs well with other herbs. For example, a combination of Yanthan and chamomile adds another layer of soothing action. Fourth, licorice. Licorice root is one of the world's oldest and most trusted natural remedies for respiratory ailments. Its primary function is to soothe inflamed throat tissue, eliminating both dryness and the presence of thick, persistent mucus. This unique feature is very effective, regardless of whether it's a productive cough or a severe, dry, persistent cough. One of licorice's most notable properties is its ability to thin mucus, transforming the sticky substance into a lighter form that's easier to expel. If you're experiencing chest congestion or a stuffy throat, this can provide sweet relief. Pun intended, as malt has a slightly sweet taste. It also relaxes the airways, reducing coughing fits. Bonus: licorice boosts the immune system, helping the body fight off new infections. At a time when sudden climate changes have become commonplace, having licorice in your arsenal can be crucial. Most people take it in capsule form, but caution is advised, as licorice can cause side effects if consumed in large quantities, especially if you have certain sensitivities. Moderation is key, as with many things. Third, thyme. If you want to clear mucus and prevent infections, thyme is your ally. Known for its expectorant and antiseptic properties, thyme addresses the causes of respiratory problems, thinning mucus, and fighting germs that could cause inflammation of the throat or sinuses. This makes it especially valuable if you frequently suffer from sinusitis or recurring colds. The real star here is thymol, a powerful antibacterial agent found in thyme. Thymol fights bacteria and fungi, preventing the worsening of mild infections. At the same time, it helps reduce inflammation in the throat area, allowing you to breathe and swallow more comfortably. If you have a dry cough, thyme can help soothe these reflexes, especially if you make a good hot thyme tea. The best part is the intense aroma of thyme, which has a mild decongestant effect. You can cook it, inhale its steam, or add it to dishes. Additionally, many people enhance the effectiveness of thyme by mixing it with lemon or honey juice for added softness and sweetness. Regular use can also serve as a preventative measure, helping to keep the respiratory tract clear for a long time. Second, mallow. You might not immediately think of mallow, sometimes called hollyhock. It's a true treasure for throat and respiratory care. It contains mucilage, which acts as a soothing coating on the irritated lining. So if your throat feels gritty or you have a persistent cough, mallow can bring immediate relief and help clear up thick mucus. Mallow also has anti-inflammatory properties, meaning it not only relieves existing discomfort, but also prevents new coughs or inflammation. This is why it's especially useful at the end of a cold or flu, those moments when you're almost feeling better, but can't shake off the last traces of mucus. Thanks to its gentle nature, mallow is often recommended for people of all ages, from young children to the elderly. A warm cup of mallow tea can be surprisingly effective for a scratchy throat. You can also gargle with it, which will enhance its protective and soothing effects. Best of all, it's usually easy to grow in a pot or find in herbalists. If you enjoy combining herbs, try combining mallow with chamomile or thyme for a powerful synergistic effect against throat irritation. First, eucalyptus is the best of all. Finally, we move on to eucalyptus, the best candidate, which truly outperforms all the others. The herbs mentioned so far are all about relieving throat congestion and respiratory tract congestion. Eucalyptus leaves and their essential oil are very effective for clearing the respiratory system. This is primarily due to cineol, also known as eucalyptol, a powerful compound that breaks down even the thickest mucus and relieves congestion in the sinuses and lungs. For generations, people have used eucalyptus steam inhalations to relieve sore throats, soothe dry coughs, and clear congested nasal passages. When you inhale this hot steam, its active properties reach the affected area directly, typically bringing almost instant relief. This is a real boon on those tough nights like a stuffy nose or dry cough keeping you from sleeping soundly. Eucalyptus not only clears congestion, but also has antiseptic and anti-inflammatory properties. This means it combats the root causes of excess mucus, eliminating the microbes that cause the problem while reducing inflammation in the airways. This combination of cleansing and protection is so important, and so many people rely on eucalyptus to maintain optimal respiratory health. A simple yet effective method is to add a few drops of eucalyptus essential oil to hot water and let the steam do its work. You can also diffuse eucalyptus oil in your living room, creating a gentle therapeutic mist. Alternatively, if you prefer a gentler option, you can make a mist from dried leaves. However, the most impressive results are usually achieved with concentrated oil. Be careful though. When inhaling or applying eucalyptus oil to the skin, it must be diluted, and special care should be taken when using it on children and the elderly. After all this reading, it's no surprise that eucalyptus tops this list. Not only does it combat mucus congestion, but it also prevents future mucus buildup. It also helps prevent irritation, making it an ideal choice if you really want to free your throat and lungs from that stubborn mucus. Here are 9 powerful herbs, each with its own unique benefits for clearing the throat and lungs. From the cooling, minty relief of peppermint to the surprising support of huaco's bronchioles, through the gentle anti-inflammatory action of chamomile, the expectorant magic of rosemary, or the protective barrier provided by yantan, they all lead to the great champion eucalyptus. If you suffer from a chronic cough, nasal congestion, or constant watery discharge, try one or more of these herbs. Remember, consistency is key. Natural remedies often work best with regular use, and while they typically don't have the harsh side effects of synthetic drugs, if you experience severe symptoms or have a specific medical condition, it's recommended to consult a doctor. Looking for new ways to improve your health, feel more energetic, and enjoy life with cleaner breath? Don't hesitate and subscribe to this channel. I'm constantly sharing new videos and ideas to help you on your journey to greater and longer-lasting well-being. By the way, if you see a thumbnail on your screen with advice on how to live to 100, click on it. This video talks about nutrient-rich foods that can be your secret weapon for longevity. Check it out to continue expanding your arsenal of health tools. Thank you so much for taking the time to share this with me. I wish you easier breathing, quick relief from your persistent cough, and an overall boost in vitality. Until next time, take care of yourself, and remember that with the right knowledge and consistent action, feeling good is entirely possible.